Welcome to the so-called Rossfeld panoramic roads, but we do not have any panorama today because it's foggy and we do have snow aside of the road like 3 and 4 meters high. But nevertheless, we're allowed to drive the brand new Volvo V60 Cross Country, so the crossover version of the standard V60. And what it delivers, where it's, let's say, weak, but more important, what makes it different. That's what we're going to find out now. Now that the fog is gone, the sun is so bright that I have to wear sunglasses, but that gives me the opportunity to talk about the design of the car because it's a bit different to the standard V60. For instance, we do have this black rear here with these upright bars and these chrome elements, and we do have this blade down here, this black blade, which gives the car more the cross-country look. And then we do have these, let's say, fake air intakes here, and they make the car look wider on the road. On top of this, you do find typical for Volvo LED headlamps with LED daytime running light in the so-called Torus hammer design. And there is an optional extra where you can have a full beam version of that light. And very important from the front, the side claddings here at the wheel arches, because they do make the car look even more massive, more wide from the front. From the side you can see these claddings at the wheel arches a lot better, and they really give the car the solid look. And very important, that car comes as standard with 19-inch alloys. When you look at the whole car, you instantly see you have more ground clearance because that car features 6 centimeters more than the standard V60, and now we're talking about up to 21 centimeters of ground clearance. Great if you want to drive aside of standard roads. And then we do find these glossy black frames here around the windows, which I really like. So you have no chrome here, and I think that really matches perfectly these black windows, which starting from the B pillar onwards. And then of course you have this black claddings down here, and that whole package really gives the car the crossover look you want. There are not so many differences to explore at the rear of the V60 Cross Country regarding to the standard V60, but there are some bits and pieces, like this black cladding down here, which is typical for the Cross Country, and of course we do find the Cross Country signature as well. And then we do find these exhausts here, but they are fake, but behind them there are the real exhausts. And what I really do like with the Volvo always are these typical Volvo taillights. By the way, they come in LED with the Cross Country. And the most important thing for me with the Volvo as an estate are these very nicely shaped, quite big shoulders of the car. And with these wheel arch claddings, they look even bigger and stronger. The Volvo V60 Cross Country comes really nicely equipped even if you buy the base model. That car then features leather seats, including leather steering wheel and a leather gear shift knob. On top you have a 12.3-inch full digital cockpit, a 9-inch touchscreen here at the center upright, as you know from Volvo. And on top of this you get a cruise control and traffic sign recognition. All comes as standard. And these are only some of the points the car features. But I think more important with Volvo is Volvo wants to be one of the safest cars in the market, and that means that they really come with a very nicely equipped range of driver assistance and safety systems as well.
The V60 Cross Country features the Volvo City Safety System with pedestrian, cyclist and animal detection, as well as an intersection brake assistant as standards. In addition, also as standard, it comes with Volvo's lane keeping assistance, run-off-road protection and road edge detection, including active seatbelts with belt tensioners.
Typical for Volvo is this upright center touchscreen here in the middle. And this is something you have to get used to. But on the other hand, this really is a big screen that features all the information you're looking for. And you can have a big map if you want, or you can just swipe to the left and then you can completely change the setup of the car. On the other hand, you swipe to the right and you can change, for instance, the radio, or you can change the sound of the car. And very important, you will have live data in the car as well, which means you're going to see the weather live, you're going to see parking information, and you also can see information about how much the petrol actually costs where. For the Volvo V60 you can order 5 different diesel and petrol engines, but for the new Cross Country there's only one available when the car comes to the market, and this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder diesel engine that offers 140 kilowatts or 190 horsepower and 400 newton meters of maximum torque. But that is enough for the car to give him a top speed of 210 kilometers per hour, and it accelerates from 0 to 100 in 8.2 seconds. The consumption of the car should be 6.4 liters regarding to the new WLTP cycle. Important is the car comes as standard with all-wheel drive and an 8-speed automatic gearbox. The 190 horsepower engine inside of our Volvo combined with the 8-speed automatic gearbox really is doing a great job. It's powerful enough to just let the car cruise or give him a bit of a sporty kick. Both works perfectly. And on top of this we do have the all-wheel drive as standard, which means that really supports our drive here on these slippy, snowy roads. And we had a section which was quite steep and completely full of snow and ice, and the car easily crawls up that hill, and that's thanks to the all-wheel drive, which is standard in that car. The diesel engine of our Volvo V60 Cross Country is very nicely insulated, so the whole noise level inside of the car while driving is very, very nice and very low. But if the car's cold, you can still hear, I think, the diesel a little bit too much. The space the V60 Cross Country offers is, as with the standard V60, for people here at the driver and passenger seat in the front, absolutely fine. The seats, they offer loads of comfort and more than enough support, and I really do like that I can put the steering wheel the way I want and the seat the way I want. And even for me as a tall person, I'm nearly 2 meters tall, I really do sit very nice in the car. And as you can see, there is no headrest left, but I do not touch the ceiling in the car, and we do have the optional sunroof mounted, so that which means if you're not ordering the sunroof, I think there could be another 1, 2, 3 centimeters more. So that's more than enough space inside that car, even for tall persons. Behind me there's a bit less space, but we're going to have a closer look at that one when we take a short stopover. So now let's have a quick try because of the weather, if I should fit behind me. Come on, I squeeze in. So if you see, I do still have some legroom left. The headroom is quite okay. The only thing is my feet, because I do have the seat completely down, and so my feet just squeezes beneath the seat. But I do sit in a car behind me, and I'm nearly 2 meters tall. Even though the Cross Country comes very well equipped as the base model, of course you can order extras for the car. So our test car, for instance, features the optional head-up display. It does feature the big sunroof here, and it does feature leather seats, fully electric with memory function on board. On top of this, this car also features a 360 camera system. Talking about an estate means for sure we have to talk about the boot size, and the Volvo V60 Cross Country offers 529 liters with the rear seats up, and if you fold them down that increases up to 1441 liters of maximum capacity. And typical for Volvo is this here. You can just put it upright, and if you then put small items in the boot, they will not roll around while driving.
Currently, the Audi A4 Allroad is the only true competitor of the Volvo, as the new Mercedes C-Class as an all-terrain is still to come. With a starting price from 48,400 euros for the 190 horsepower version, the Audi is around 4,000 euros cheaper than the Volvo with an equal engine. But the Audi does not feature leather seats, a digital cockpit or LED headlights as standard. In addition, the Audi Allroad comes on 17-inch wheels. With 505 up to a maximum of 1,510 liters of luggage space, the Audi offers less space with the rear seats up. But its maximum capacity is almost 7 liters bigger than the boot size of the Cross Country.
Volvo just finished a new project where we're talking about, let's say, renting a car for a long time. Next to me is Olaf Meid. Olaf, I have a question. This project is called Care by Volvo. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's a highly comfortable opportunity to drive a car. You must not buy it, you must not lease it. You book a full package for a monthly flat rate, and this flat rate includes everything besides of gasoline or diesel.
We talk about flat rates, we know this from, let's say, Netflix, Amazon Prime and whatever. What is the minimum time you have to say this is the contract about, and is it flexible?
Yeah. At first, you sign a contract that is limited to 24 months. But if you would like to get off the contract earlier, or if you would like to switch to another car, you can do it. You pay an additionally fee, and then you can change or stop the contract.
And what about the cost? Is there a percentage, let's say about 1, 2, 3% of the cost of the car? What does it cost the customer?
Yeah, let's say to give you a direction, if you say 1.2% of the price list price of the car is more or less the monthly flat rate.
Thank you. So you see, this is really a flexible thing, and I do something very similar myself. And the good thing I really like about it is you don't have to care about the car. You can just drive it. So now we arrived at the handling parcours, and we want to try out how much fun you can have with the Volvo V60 Cross Country, the all-wheel drive, and that on snow and ice. That was my test drive with a brand new Volvo V60 Cross Country with a Trimline Pro. What I really do like with the car is you find an interior you expect from Volvo. You have nice quality, very, very beautiful materials, and the car not only offers a pure driving pleasure, it also offers plenty of comfort. The exterior design I really do like a lot because that car looks unique, so it really pops out of the mass of other estates. What I don't like so much with the car is, on one hand, the diesel engine. When you start the car and it's cold, you can quite hear the engine well. And the other thing, which I think is not 100% fine, is the consumption of the car, because it should take 6.4 liters while driving. But during our test drive, we were about 9.3, something like it. But on the other hand, to be fair, of course, it is cold. We drove through the mountains here and we stopped very often. We turned around for the camera. So I think if you drive the car, let's say, carefully, you will should expect something a bit less than 8 liters, but if you drive the car a bit more sporty, you should better expect something with a 9 at the front. Of course, such a beautiful car comes not as a bargain. The Volvo V60 Cross Country Pro we're driving starts at a base price of 52,350 euros in Germany, and we do have quite a lot of extras on board. So we do have, for instance, the sunroof and the head-up display and others, and so that car ends up a little bit less than 70,000 euros. But I think if you do have the money, if you're looking for a car like that, and if you do like Volvo, you should go for a test drive.